It's the NFL on EA Sports. And coming up, it's the 49ers superstar running back. He was steady for him on the ground a week ago, reaching the century mark and adding a score. It's the 49ers and the Cards on Thursday night primetime.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 21 carries, 102 yards.
Well, obviously he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
7 yards there and a first down. Off play action. Alexander. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
That's about as exciting of a 1-yard run as you're going to see, finding a way to dodge that first would-be tackler. But again, just 1 yard out of it. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 131 yards, and also the score.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. You look at this Arizona defense, they're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Thompson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Now Thompson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this one is right down Broadway. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road, you're under the lights, national television audience, This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real, and a pretty nice opening statement.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On first down, Alexander. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. But no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick six.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So an early 10-0 lead for him now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The road ahead a little bit more difficult now after that pick six. So dealing with this deficit here, we'll see if he can try to make amends on this drive, 1st and 10. Throwing after the interception. Alexander on the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. And CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
On 3rd down, Alexander. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
Yeah, and you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Thompson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced a mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And they'll start with great field position, trying to get back into this one. It's 1st and 10 here. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a 1st down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Looking to throw. Alexander. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. His sixth touchdown of the season. And the Cards are back within a score. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie because...
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Thompson to throw on second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jordan. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. A big completion there against double coverage. And Charles, one of those guys had a pick on him earlier.
Yeah, so he didn't allow that to deter him at all, did he? In fact, it probably was a challenge. Okay, you got to pick me for? It's my turn now to make the big play, and that's exactly what he did.
On first down, it's Jordan. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jordan, and he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, 49ers.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. The Niners had 8-3 now. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. Thompson will look to the air on first down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. Remember, these two teams met earlier in the year in Santa Clara with the Niners coming out on top. So a win here in Arizona would give them the season sweep. And they run the option on second down. Had a nice move, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. 3rd and long, Thompson. And that will be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
But ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much, don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best and don't worry about the rest of it.
And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A big play there for the Niners. And a very appropriate gain as well, 49 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
They'll run on first down. It's Jordan. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Thompson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the 49ers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out. And the 49ers are able to stretch out their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And the lead is now 13. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves them with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Alexander. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And they will take over 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
And the 49ers first down.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over, because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jordan. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Now they turn to Thompson to throw it. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Now it's Thompson. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, 49ers.
Thompson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And he lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great play there. as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we have reached halftime here. With halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. Off the play fake, it's Thompson. And that is incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Pulled in at the 24. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 33-yard line.
They run again with Hunt. And look at this. For the second straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Here's Tate to return it. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. He may go. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there with his 2nd second touchdown of the night. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Alexander steps away to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw, Alexander. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here. And
it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Jordan. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 59 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. 1st and 10. Here's Thompson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Thompson looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. They'll try the left side. Farrell. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 11 yards there, just like last play. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Thompson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 7-yard line.
Thompson going to throw it. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Thompson now, 3rd down. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. On 4th down, Kyle Shanahan will send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So tack on 3 more, though this, it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great, too.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Alexander. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Handoff up the middle, Hunt. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 2. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 28. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Hunt will try going up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking. And
Touchdown, Cardinals! A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 26.
Thompson now. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Here's 3rd and a few inches. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And we're going to stop play here. At least plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Jordan, and he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first.
There he goes, right side. He's to the 15, and he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
When you're trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. On 4th down, Kyle Shanahan will send out the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3, and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Cardinal offense takes back over. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. Throwing to start the drive. Alexander. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Back to throw. Alexander, throw left side, complete. That's Hunt, and he'll be out right at the 35. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. That one is caught by Hunt. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Back to throw again. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
14.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
To throw on 2nd down, Alexander. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw. Alexander. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. A big kick that time, 52 yards. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Jordan, and for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Here's 3rd and 7.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Up the middle they go. It's Jordan. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And this will be taken at the 13. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Alexander. He finds his man, complete. That's Duncan. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the 49ers, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And now they'll have a few extra days before they face the Rams next week. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.